Would you believe Stephen Klobber's called up?
Oh, well done, Klobby.
Well, actually, we called him because we were worried.
Okay.
Hello, Klobby.
All right, Klobby.
Hi, guys.
How are you, mate?
Very good. Very good.
What's happening to your team? Not worried, not worried, not worried? Worried.
No. Can we have a sensible talk? And I don't want any music in the background because I will really get annoyed.
Before you do, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Is the league title over?
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. They've been asking Klopp that all day, and I mean, he's just getting furious about it all the time.
No, but just I'm asking you, just a yes or no, Klobby. Klobby, just a yes or no. Is the league title over?
Never.
No. Just a yes or no, Klobby. A yes or no. Can Liverpool still win the title?
10 points, 13 points.
Just a yes or no, Klobby. Klobby, I'll ask again. Yes or no? Can Liverpool win the title?
Unrealistic.
No, but I want a yes or no.
No, you're not going to get a yes or no.
Can they win it?
You know what it's like.
But can they win it?
Can they win it? Not at the moment. No, they can't win it.
Oh, don't say that. That's horrible. Sorry, Klobby. Don't do that, Tim.
Don't.
Why are you so bad at the moment, Klobby?
Why am I so bad? Because basically I'm getting a bit sick and tired of football analysts talking a load of rubbish, which completely just is mind-blowing. I mean, maybe they get paid so much money, so obviously they open their mouth.
Who are you talking about here?
Well, Jamie Carragher, for a start.
Go on. What did Jamie Carragher say?
We need 2 or 3 more players added in the summer. And he forgets one thing. We've got about 7 or 8 players out, which would probably cost about 300 million.
Who are the 7 or 8 you've got out?
We've got Matip, we've got Van Dijk, we've got Gomez, we've got Jota, we've got Keita. Do you want me to say any more?
Yeah, that's 5. Who's the 7 or 8?
But the point of the matter is...
So you got 5.
These football analysts should just get a grip of themselves and stop having a go at Liverpool all the time.
They're not having a go. Okay? They're analysing the problems that Liverpool got.
Analysing the problem. They don't even know what they're talking about.
Well, you just said they've got 8 players missing. It's 5.
They don't know what they're talking about. Carragher just jumps on the bank.
But he's a Liverpool fan.
All the time.
Steve, he's a Liverpool
fan.
Finally
yesterday, somebody actually agreed with what I said to you guys all the time.
Who's that?
That Liverpool have been missing Anfield.
Who agreed with you?
We are the worst team when it comes to fan-wise.
Who said that?
Alan Shearer said that last night on the television.
No, what he said was, I saw it on Match of the Day too, it could be a factor. But then...
Hold on,
Klobby. Hold on.
When it comes to lockdown losses.
Klobby,
we're number 1. And we're the champions.
Firstly, I think all teams are missing their fans. Secondly, you could argue that United might not have conceded against Everton if they had 75,000 in there. And thirdly, United don't have 75,000. We scored 9 past Southampton.
Listen, even Guardiola said it last night.
Come on, you're better than the fans, Klobby.
It was a shame that Liverpool didn't have their fans.
Of course.
Right?
It's a shame.
He even said it would have been interesting to see what would happen if it would have been 1-1. You know, guys, that Anfield is totally different to any other stadium. We have more songs than anybody. You
have more what?
The stadium is completely different.
You have more what than anyone?
Sorry?
You have more what than anyone?
We have more songs to sing than anybody.
How do you know that, Steve? Stephen, how on earth do you know how many songs you've got compared to how many songs Man City have got?
We've got songs for...
How many have you got?
How many songs have you got?
Andy, you know how many songs.
You're just quoting nonsense.
Hold on. Let me speak to Steve. Steve.
Man City's got nothing.
Steve.
Okay?
Steve.
It's Guardiola after the match.
Klobby, listen. You're sounding a bit ridiculous now. Okay.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. No, you are. Because
lots of Liverpool supporters and they agree with me.
You're sounding. Yeah, and they sound ridiculous as well. Stick to the facts. Stick to the football. Stick to what's going on the pitch.
Tell me why Liverpool are where they are now.
I've said my piece earlier in the show.
I didn't hear it. I've been watching.
Been watching what? What are you watching?
I couldn't be bothered to listen to any of the radio.
Right. So listen, I can't go over it again, Klobby. But
no, well, just tell me why you think Liverpool are at the.
Well, it's obvious because the 3 centre halves are missing. You've not replaced them. Klopp has made mistakes in not getting a centre half in. FSG have not backed him. It's been a problem that's been brewing.
FSG have not backed him.
They've not backed him, Klobby. They've not.
Hang on a minute, guys. We're in a pandemic.
Yeah.
We're not in normal times.
Yeah. Well, they've not backed him. Well, then there's the reason why you're not going to win.
Why have they not backed him?
I don't know. You answer that.
Because you spent
They
a
have
million.
backed him
You spent a
all the
million and a half.
time.
You spent 1.5 million on a
Every single
defender.
time They have backed him.
You have Klobby.
Yes, they have backed him.
Not this transfer. Not when you
What
need
do you
a
mean in
centre.
this transfer? What, they're going to spend £60 million and then have Van Dijk back next year? How stupid is that?
No, I didn't say £60 million. I said go and get a centre half that can come in and play. You've got a
So
centre.
they spend £30 million, and meanwhile next year he's sitting on the bench when Gomez comes back and Matip comes back.
So you're happy. You're happy. Let me get this straight. You're happy with the business they done in January.
Listen, all the fans.
Are you happy?
Answer the question.
Are you happy?
What happens next week?
Are you happy with the business they've done in
January? We've only spent £1.5 million on halfback. We don't need.
He's not even in the squad yesterday, Kloppy. He's not even in the squad.
Sitting on the seat next year.
So he's not even in the squad. He's not even on the bench yesterday.
Who is not on the bench?
Ben Davies.
Of course he's not on the bench. He needs to have He needs to have practice.
Rubbish. He played for Preston the weekend before.
He
played for Preston the weekend before.
Oh, so you're comparing.
And he was on the bench
Preston to
against
Man City,
Brighton.
are you?
He was on the bench against Brighton.
You're comparing Preston to the.
Why was he on the bench against Brighton?
Look, guys, I thought you had. I really thought that football analysts had some brains in their heads.
Well, you've named it on the amount of songs Liverpool fans have got.
£1 million on a defender.
Klobby, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Klobby. Right? Let me ask you
Your
this.
club, Manchester United, is in debt.
Klobby, let me ask you this question. Above you, by the way, in the league. Let me ask you this question. Is there a possibility Liverpool might get another injury next season in defence? Is that a possibility?
There may be a possibility.
Right. So that player that you spend £20 million on won't be sitting on the bench?
We will have 4 to 5 halfbacks. We will have our players back next year. You will see the difference.
Let me ask you this then, Klobby, right? Are you happy with the transfer business Liverpool have done in this window?
Yes, I am happy. We have not spent a lot of money. We don't need to spend a lot of money.
If you don't
There's
spend...
no point in spending £20 or £30 million player.
Well, there is, hold on, Klobby. There is if you don't get Champions League football.
There is not any point in spending that amount of money.
There is if you don't get Champions... If you're playing Thursday football, Klopp, calm down. If you're playing Thursday League football, there is every point in spending
money. It's not a business.
Pardon?
Okay? That is not the right way to do business in pandemic situation. We do not know what's going to happen at the end of the
Okay, so let me ask you this. So if we're still in a pandemic in the summer,
which we will be,
right? Liverpool won't be spending any money.
Who's to say how much we're going to spend?
Well, you just said in a pandemic, you just said that you can't spend that money.
Listen, our club is not like your club, which is in debt.
What, second?
Heavily in debt.
What, second?
Okay? Our club is being run perfectly
20 Premier League,
supposed to be run.
20 league titles.
The problem with this generation is they want things now. They don't. They can't wait.
Klobby, listen, you're skirting around the issues. Klobby, you're skirting around the issues.
Give us some respect.
You're the champions of England.
But give us some respect.
Klobby.
Other clubs are playing because they don't have the fans. You want to think that other clubs like Aston Villa, like West Ham, would be in the top 6? They've never been in the top 6 in the last 10, 15 years. It's because of the fact that there is no fans there. That's why they're able to be more relaxed. They can play their game. Liverpool, on the other hand, we need to be energised. Our crowd is energising. That's the way we play.
So it's nothing to do with the centre-halves?
Like
nothing to do with the centre-halves?
Who can play in a car
Can I
park.
get this straight? You're saying it's not because Van Dijk, Gomez and Matip are missing?
It is
nothing to do with
a
them.
Twofold thing. It is also that as well, the fact that he is our spiritual leader. Maybe Henderson is our captain. I've already spoken to Liverpool fans. Van Dijk is our spiritual leader. But do you remember what our song is? Never Walk Alone. A fan could be on Mars and he wouldn't be on his own. What I'm trying to say to you is that we...
It's not a literal thing. It's not a literal thing. He's not factually not on his own.
Okay? You will see it next year. Okay? How
You're
right
so deluded, Klobby. You're so deluded.
I'm deluded.
The reason your team aren't playing so well is because you've got 3 key players missing, and because of that, 2 midfielders have to play at centre half. It's that simple.